Hello everyone, welcome back to Auto House. I'm in another Lexus, but this is the Lexus RX500h. And I'm very excited about this one because the RX or Lexus hybrids have always been naturally aspirated hybrid models, but this is their first turbocharged model. So it has a 2.4 turbo 4-cylinder, obviously hooked up to the hybrid powertrain, and it's supposed to be quite fast. I've never driven one obviously, so I'm excited to see, and I have a huge amount of experience with Lexus because we own one. We have an NX300h, we used to have an ISF, had an RX350, NX200Ts. I've tried all manner of Lexi, let's call it Lexi, but obviously this is their new flagship RX, being the 500s. Obviously you can only get them, or you could only get them previously in 450h versions, but here we have the 500, and a bigger number means better car, maybe. And the thing I am going to do first, because I'm a child, is take it on the high-speed bowl and see what it's like to get up to speed. Here we go. Right, this is very exciting. Right, so let's go fast. Oh, it's got an actual gear change. Okay, so we're at 90 miles an hour. And now 100. What's really strange is I'm doing 100 miles an hour and the car is very composed. It's very quiet in here as well. There's not a lot of road noise, not a lot of wind noise as well, which is awesome. This is very, very good. Wow, that's exceptional. That's very, very good indeed. Very impressed by that. Okay, so its speed is very good, as we expected, and now we're going to go on the hill course where I took the RZ, and that should show kind of what this is like driving dynamics wise. But already it's very calm, very composed, very impressive actually, and it feels very much like the RZ, but obviously you have that engine roaring away. I haven't quite figured out how to put sport mode on yet. I don't know where that is on this. On the old ones there was always just a button for sport mode, but that seems to be hidden. But no drama, because it'll have passive coil suspension on this anyway. Okay, so we're doing about 25 miles an hour. We're just going to put our foot down. Wow. For a big heavy car and from a brand that doesn't really utilise their performance offerings as such. Obviously they have the F series, so they had the ISF, RCF, and various other cars, but they've never kind of really focused on making an RXF, which is surprising because you would expect them to offer something like that, because performance SUVs are everywhere nowadays. You know, Merc has them, Audi has them, BMW, pretty much every single manufacturer has some form of performance SUV. And Lexus have looked at that and gone, well, we're not going to do a full performance version, we're going to do a light version. So this is fitted with a Michelin Pilot Sport SUVs. Obviously it's Michelin sticky road performance tyre, and they are doing quite well. This is obviously a big weighty car, but it's surprisingly chuckable, I think is the way I would describe this. That acceleration is very good. It's a little bit of a delay, but I assume that's because I'm not in sport mode, because I don't know how to do that. Ooh. A little bit upset around there. It didn't like that. And now we're going into the big tight corner. It is somewhat wallowy. It's not quite as firm as I was expecting, but know, this is still it's still an SUV by its very nature. It's not a out and out performance version of what Lexus make, and so it is easily forgivable that it doesn't do that. It does handle quite well considering the size and the heft of this thing, and it's surprising how well it does do. It's a little bit wallowy, a little bit boaty in the corners, but again, that is, you know, perfectly forgivable because of what it is. It's just a big family SUV. It's a big comfortable family SUV. I'm throwing it around these roads now and I'm not falling out the seat. I feel very, very comfortable. The seat's nice. Front end grip is actually surprising. So we went over the brow of a hill there, and that's where you'd expect to lose the front end, but it's surprisingly direct. You don't need to put too much input in. You know exactly where you're going and where you point. But that was actually very, very surprising, and I've averaged 21 mpg on that. Obviously, it being a hybrid, you can get a lot more out of that, and if you drive it properly, I'm sure you will. But obviously right now, I'm now in electric mode because I'm just cruising back down. But yeah, that was quite something. I didn't expect that. I've never been a fan of performance SUVs. To me, they are completely pointless. You know, why do you need something that's so big and heavy to go that fast? It seems dangerous. But this is obviously not, I've said it before, it's not a full fat performance car. It's just a quick version of an already good Lexus, and it does a good job. I have to admit, I was very surprised at that. I didn't expect it to be actually that quick, should I say. You know, Lexus hybrids, again, have experience with them, they're never really that quick. You do have the instantaneous torque, but you know, the power figures are never really there. But this is surprising. Yeah, this is a strange, I was going to say little car, but it's huge. But yeah, I mean, I love the interior of this as well. I haven't even spoken about that because I've just been so focused on driving it. But the interior on this is lovely. You've got that same huge, massive screen in the centre. That's on the RZ as well. I love these red seats. Like, I love them. They're so cool. And then there's no sunroof on this, but everything is super comfortable. It's all put together extremely, extremely well, as you would expect with a Lexus. And it's just superbly comfortable and so quiet and so refined in here. It's such a nice place to sit, and what's really cool about this is that you can drive it quickly and still be in a massive amount of comfort and not feel like you're going to be sick. Someone did say that this car made them feel sick. I don't really understand that. I think they just have a bit of a useless stomach, because I didn't feel sick at all. The car felt very composed, a little bit boaty, a little bit wallowy, but it's a big SUV and I can happily expect it to do that. But no, another great job, Lexus. Well done. This is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant, brilliant little car. Big car. It's huge. Anyway, thank you for watching. I've been Jordan. This has been Auto House, and this has been the RX500h. Thank you for watching.